Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Noel Zone. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. I just got back today from the protest, so my legs are a bit sore now since 9:30 this morning. I just got home around, I think it was around 5:30, nearly 6 o'clock. Could have been a bit later, so got to be honest, I'm a bit tired, but. I've got me coffee and I want to relax anyway, so we'll watch this movie and hopefully I'll be all right for myself. I'm not talking as much, but I will try talk because that's obviously the whole point. Um, I will talk, but I am a little bit tuckered. I've been throwing videos up on X for anybody that wants to see them, but we got a guard escort, so for anybody like outside of Ireland, that's obviously the police. Everywhere we went, they went. So we got to the Dáil this morning. Well, I got there this morning, and I noticed that they put the barriers further back to where they usually go. But then there were barriers at the back as well, so they tried to cage us in like a bunch of animals. So we all got there, everybody got there then eventually, and everybody was doing their speeches there and all. And I was getting pissed off because I was expecting a bigger crowd, especially after all the shit that's been going on lately. But there wasn't. I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that the government had pushed us back this far. They had the helicopters and all circling the place. Funny. Uh, so a couple of people spoke, and then I just took the mic. I don't know what possessed me, but I just took the mic and I just basically said me piece. And then I said, right, says everybody, let's go to Dublin Port and let's shut it down. Now, Dublin Port is where all the goods come in, and go out. So I said, I've been saying it on Twitter for months anyway. And then someone actually had said it to me, and I said, I agree with you. I think that's exactly what we should do. So I went up and said it. Then your man said his piece, and we gathered the whole crowd, and we marched from the government buildings all the way to Dublin Port. And for 2 hours, we stopped traffic. Dublin Port, no trucks could come in and out. A couple of the truck drivers then start getting a bit annoyed. So I put up a video, you'll see it. I put up 4 videos of Dublin Port, and in the last video, I actually talked to one of the truck drivers. And I go, well, what do you want us to do? They're refusing to let us protest outside the buildings. So we have to do something. And at the end of the day, I'll say it again, people are going to hate us for it, but we've got to start disrupting things. If they're not going to listen to what we've been saying to them, and they're supposed to work for us, remember that. What we're supposed to do. We've been backed into a corner. They tried to be clever today, and instead, I saw my people make make the government and the police look like headless chickens because they had no plan. They all thought we were going to stay there today. But the fact that we said, no, let's go to a different location, fucked them up completely. So they had to follow us. Seriously, it's funny. You'll see the footage. People are putting up footage as well, right? They're following us in there. There's about 8 cars following us. There's the vans following us, public order vans following us. There's even foot patrol walking behind us, right? So they're walking behind us, and then behind them is all it was literally, we got an escort all over Dublin City. All over Dublin City. So, there were a few people worried about me out there, obviously. Some of you guys that follow me, I got a few messages and all of that. Look, I was safe at all times. We were there to be peaceful, and we were peaceful, and that's why we changed it up. because we had a funny feeling they were going to try cages all in, then you're going to start inciting the crowd, and then shit break out in the crowd then, and all hell breaks loose. So we changed it up. We made them look like fools today. And the message is clear, right? We have the right to peacefully protest outside those buildings, outside that building. And if you refuse us and you refuse to listen to what we have to say, well, then we're going to disrupt things and we're going to hit you financially. Simple as that. Because that's how you do things. That's how you have to do things. We don't want to be doing any of this. And today proved one thing as well. The police, even though we were on the roads, because the Just Oil protesters and all do that kind of stuff, they couldn't do that. They were powerless. They tried, right? He starts throwing lines of the Constitution at some people, and they got schooled, right? They absolutely got schooled. And I spoke to a few Gardaí, right? And I will say this, right? Because a couple of people can back me up on this. But I spoke to them and I said, can you understand? I just want to ask you, I'm not here to argue with you. I know you're not supposed to answer back, but I just want to ask you, just see if you will answer this. I say, can you understand why we're out here on the streets? And he says, I don't understand why he's out on the streets. I'd be out witches, but I think what you are doing now is wrong. And that's what we're working with. The Gardaí don't want to be there. Some of the Gardaí, I even said to them, I said, you don't really want to be here, do you? You would rather be doing proper work, not here babysitting. And some of them were laughing, right? And I had another encounter with a Bangarda. Now, that's a female police officer. And let me just say that she was the most arrogant cop that I ever came across. So she let me in, and she let others in when we got there early. I didn't search us, right? Just let us straight in. Then all of a sudden they decided to start searching people, right? So I was there and I was saying this, and I said, you know what? Someone has to say something. And you know me, I won't keep my mouth closed. So I went over and I says, why are you searching them? And she goes, well, they could have contraband or they could have something. I says, okay, that's fair enough. I says, can I ask you something? I says, the recent Palestinian marches, I said, through Dublin city centre. I said, did you search the bags of people who were protesting there? And she goes to me, and this was her response, get away out of that, and walks off. I said, so I got my answer, you didn't. You didn't search them, but you're searching us because apparently we're a threat for shouting traitor, traitor, traitor the last time we were there. And we were saying out, out, out. And the poor politicians inside Dublin got scared. And we're the threat. And we even showed today, nothing went wrong today. So the media have nothing. We actually had journalists in the crowd following, because this journalist actually spoke to me. And she says, I thought you were going there to block the entrance. Says, oh, no, we're going to the main entrance. And our face just dropped. Because she thought we were just going to protest outside the little part. We went to the main part and we closed down both sides of the road for 2 hours. And the Gardaí were trying to negotiate with us and said, listen, this is the way it's going to go. We will go when we're ready to go. Right? And that's the bottom line. There was about 20 of them there, and they were standing around and they could do absolutely fecka. They did fecka. So it'll be interesting to see how the media spins this now, because nobody was violent. Everybody was peaceful. You will see the videos. There was music going. People were having a laugh. I even put up a video. Some fella wore a mask and had a on, and his little sign. He actually went viral after his last sign, I'm very angry. And I met the chap today. Well, I met him at the last one, but I got to properly talk to him today. And one of the nicest blokes in the world you'll ever meet, man. I'm not just saying that, but he was genuinely a good soul. You could tell that he was genuinely concerned the direction the country was going in. And yeah, well, we had a little bit of a mess there. He was hiding behind some rail. I was there. Oh, there's a far right terrorist there. And he jumps out with his sign and the mask on. It was the funniest thing. Yeah, I put the video up. You can have a look at it. So there was nothing. There was nothing. There was no violence whatsoever. There was actually no violence. There was a bit of tension at some points of it because some members of the public, particularly when we left the Dáil, we passed Trinity College. Now, for anybody that doesn't know Trinity College is the place where all the posh tops go. You know, the future leaders of the world, or the future leaders of Ireland go to Trinity College, and Americans study in Trinity College as well. You know that yourselves, right? So as we're walking by, the students were obviously going for their lunch, because they go for their lunch, they leave camp, go for their lunch. And as we were walking by, they start sticking their fingers up at us. And I got a little bit tetchy. Because one bloke in the crowd took exception to the fact that this little runt decided to stick his finger, and we had to kind of like leave it. That's what he wants. He wants you to touch him. Just walk away. And then there was another fella drove his car out past the stop line, right? And people were crossing. We were marching, and then one of the lads said, "Here, will you leave it out? We're crossing the road. You'll wait." Garda comes along, right? And I go, "He nearly tried to run them over," I said. "He's past the stop line here." He goes, "No, he is. You're only at the coming here." I said, "No, I didn't. I'm at the being here. I was talking to you earlier on as well." Tried to gaslight me, he did. Right? So this colleague that I actually was talking to, the one that I got through to, came over and said, just leave the sergeant there. Yeah. And I said, "Look, the fucking bang out of order there. You tried to fucking not that shit." I says, "We have a right to protest. Some people mightn't like it, right? But seems to be in this country, you can protest for certain things, if you get what I mean, but you can't protest other things. Not having that shit." Anyway, that's my adventure today. There's going to be loads of video, and I mean, I got loads of video footage this time. Last time, not so much, or the video footage that I had wasn't good enough to use because the camera was too shaky. I got a lot of video footage. There's one video that's over a half an hour long as well, actually. So I've thrown up the small videos on X. I'll be throwing up all the footage, every single bit of it that I've gotten, and that'll go up on Rumble. I'll try put it in order as best I can. It should be easy enough because the dollar and stuff is kind of you in the video. I'll notice, so I'll be able to put it hopefully in order for these and put it all up. But I'll leave it there because obviously we're here to do Full Metal Jacket. So yeah, let's see who's in the chat. Did you walk all around? Oh man, mate. Oh. I've never, listen, I used to do a lot of walking back in my day. Not a word of a lie. I used to go for walks back in my day just to clear my head and shit. And I was used to walking back then. But obviously, I haven't been as active as I should be. Yeah, my bones are killing me. It got to the stage where I was actually walking at snail's pace. It was that bad, but I got to every location that we needed to be at, and I did what I had to do. And as I said, I approached that truck. I wasn't I'm not these people that shy away. I can be assertive if I want to be, and I was today. Look, just something in me triggered when I walked around. I saw how they put barriers at certain places. I knew there was something dodgy going on, and they were planning for something. So it was just as well that everybody got out of there and fucked up their plans. And we did. We walked from Leinster House, well, not Leinster House as such, because they had us down a little bit, but still close enough. And we walked we walked all the way to Dublin Port, and we walked through. We walked over the bridge past the Jenny Johnson up. You don't know what I'm talking about, but up there, Dublin's financial centre, as they call it, and walked all the way up. Yeah, we were gonna block off East Wall at the East Link Bridge as well, which would have fucked things majorly up. But we'll need bigger crowds for that. But I'm pretty sure. Well, I hope this has a positive. I know some members of the public out there be pissed off, but what I would say to them is, look, we were given no choice, and we don't want to be interrupting anybody's work, right? Because there's people that were in the crowd and people that go on these marches that took the day off work to come here, right? So we understand what it's like. Everybody is struggling. But what are we supposed to do when the government's not listening to us and they won't let us protest properly, right? They tried to control how we protest, and we told them, F you, we're doing it our way. And that's why we went to Dublin Port. It's as simple as that. If they refuse us the right to protest peacefully outside Dáil, well then, I'm sorry, everybody's life is going to get disrupted. It's as simple as that, right? And unlike the clowns, the climate clowns, we're actually standing for something that means something, right? We're trying to save a country from a government that's treacherous, right? And I don't care what you say. You look at them. You look at the amount of people that they brought into this country, right? You don't even have to be a fucking scientist to figure it out, or a biologist to fucking figure it out, right? Okay. So wake up before it's too fucking late. It's as simple as that, right? We're taking no more bullshit off anybody. It's as simple as that, right? We won't do anything to break the law. Right, we were walking around in the circle. You know, they do protests all the time, outside pickets, and they do be on roads and all of that. Right, we were peaceful. Right, everybody was talking to each other. You know, the guard. In fairness, I will say that some of the members of the Gardaí were nice. Now, I know that is a tactic that they use, but there were some that I could genuinely see, and I could see in their eyes, and everybody can. They didn't want to be there. They don't. And every time I kept saying, do you know what? All we want from you guys is to be on their side. And some of their faces, yeah, and I could see in their eyes, they don't want to be there as much as we want to be. We don't want to be there either. Nobody wants to be there. Everybody wants to be at home, right? Whether it's with their wife, kids, girlfriend, whatever it fucking is, their dog, their cat. Right? We don't want to be out there. But they backed us into a corner. So, you know, if they want to play dirty, that's the way it goes. And I'm glad that the movement, look, we even admitted today there wasn't as big numbers as there was at the last one. But you know what? This small group that we had made a bigger impact than the last fucking thing. There'll be no, I don't know how they spin negative press with this. I actually really don't. There were heated words exchanged. Of course, there is a protest. You know what I mean? But I don't know how they spin this in a negative way because it didn't go their way. And that's why I'm proud of the people that I stood with today, because we did something completely fucking different and we flipped it on their head and we made them look like fucking idiots. And for anybody that thinks that I'm on the sideline, right, saying, no, I'm front and fucking center. And the videos you will fucking see, you will see that I'm front and fucking center. Right up the fucking top. Talking to the fucking people that organise the fucking getting to know them. Fucking lovely people. Understand them why they're here. And everybody has a different fucking reason. Right? Everybody has a different reason. And I'm telling you, right? Now obviously I had to come home, so they ended up going to the GPO from the videos that I seen. So they marched from Dublin Port. I marched up with them all the way up until Connolly Station, which is close to where they were, and then me legs just gave out and I couldn't go any further. But you know, they didn't I think they stayed there for another hour or so. But you know what? Fucking if I was able, I would have been there as well. But the legs just gave out, and you know, I just need to get a bit more and exercise my legs a little bit more, and that's what I'm gonna do. You know, because you do a lot of walking, and you know, you can't have half arse this. You have to go full in. You know what I mean? Um, but again, you know, I've gotten loads of people following me now that I've met, um, and actually, you know, as I said, I actually got up and spoke for the first time to a crowd of people, which I haven't done in a long, long time. I mean, proper mic and stuff. I used to do it back in the day. Um, but I tell you, I wasn't even one bit nervous because I was so fucking riled up. Um, and I can't believe the words actually came out of my mouth. Let's go and disrupt Dublin Port. And then everybody I just said, "Are you with me?" And everybody said, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh my God, this is actually happening." And then the other guy got up and he like started talking. And then eventually he got to the Dublin Port stuff. And then everybody organised and we marched there. And here's the thing, while I will say some members of the public weren't happy with us, the majority though, and I'm not just saying this, it's the God's truth. They were beeping their horns, they were waving out the window with us, some were even giving us the thumbs up, right? We were actually getting a lot. See, this is what I said to someone that was there, right? Because they were saying, well, if they support what we do, why aren't they out here? And I said, look, it's simple as this. I said, people need to realize that some companies, you know, we've seen how the radical left behave. They like to dox people, people lose their jobs. I said, people are scared, that's what they've done. They've instilled fear into them. I said, people like me have nothing to lose, right? There are some people that took the day off work, but they wouldn't say why they took the day off work. You know, but they keep that to themselves. They keep that to them fucking selves. Like, you have to be careful because some employers, you know, they bow down to pressure and that employee, and that's why there is a lot of support out there. It's just there's a lot for a lot of people to lose, and I kind of understand that. There is people getting frustrated with it because obviously you want everybody out there supporting you. Of course you do, but I can understand it. But I think we are getting to a point where you know none of that is going to matter in a few years' time if we keep going down the current trend. You won't even have a fucking job. So, well, they got fucking well. I tell you one thing, Chris. I tell you one thing. Those poor Garda that were fucking walking, right? I'm telling you now, they'll be fucking asking for a different assignment when the next one happens because there's no fucking way that they're gonna do that again. I'm listen, right? I played football up until I was fucking 20, right? It's not even that long, right? But I was pretty fit. I can run. I can fucking walk miles, as I said. Jesus Christ, man, that shit took it out of me, and I could tell by these Gardaí, man. Some of them, and some of them as well. We've seen it in the UK. Some of them look like babies, and just came out of the academy. It's fucking, it's. You put them there, like they come out of Temple Moore, right, loving the fact that they became a Garda, and then their assignment is outside Dollar and babysitting a bunch of protesters who everybody's convinced is evil and fucking violent. And that's not even the case. I even said to them, why don't you just go and get a cup of tea? Did they not give you gloves, lads? Because they were all rubbing their hands and all. I said, did they not give you gloves? No. Well, I was joking with them. That's the way to go with them. Have a bit of banter with them, you know? Just don't tell them that much. So, I mean, one the copper tried to catch me out and ask me my name. I said, "What's your name?" He goes, "Well, I'm Alan." I said, "What's your second name?" He says, "I'm not telling you that." I says, "Well, my name's no, but I'm not telling you my second name either." That was it. But you play, you have to, you know what I mean. some people do engage with the Gardaí differently to others, but I think the best way to engage with them is to play them at their own game. They think they're smart, be friendly with you. You're more than likely to open up. But see, I understand all that psychology, so I do reverse. And as I said, I found out that I'd say 30% of the Gardaí that I spoke to didn't want to be there and would be standing beside us if they had their way. Anyway, let's get into some Full Metal Jacket. It's been a while since I've actually seen this one now, I have to be honest. So I'm looking forward to it. Now, I did send a message to someone just before we start to see if I got a reply. No. Okay. Right. Let's do this. I'm just going to get set up, guys. I have everything here. I just need to get it on, which I forgot to do because I spoke. But I wanted to tell you how I got on anyway. Because I know there were a few people worried, but I was fine. Down. It's Full Metal Jacket now. Ah, da, 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 ha, 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 ha. There it is. Oh, it hasn't come up on my phone. I think it's because of all the video footage I have, so the phone is running low. But tell him that's all good. It's all good. Oh no, don't start yet. Don't start yet. Hold on, we got to wait for the lads. We got to wait for the lads. Get back there now. Volume up. Big screen the shit out of that and take the subtitles off because I've got the sound in the earpods, so I don't need them. Right. So I think these are all ready. I think I saw the ones in the chat already. So I'll just do the countdown. Right. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press play. So I delayed the play because I didn't get to the play button in time. There you go. Why is there no sound? Oh, because it's the start of the movie. We do all miss Stanley, don't we? Need some great movies. Oh, I'm at the fucking up big time here. Do you know what I have to do? I can connect them with the Bluetooth. That's why there's no fucking sound. It's alright. I'm tired. I have an excuse. Why aren't you connecting? Right, hold on. Where's the over there? Cars are fucking over there. Because why wouldn't they be over there? Yeah, clippers. I used to get that cut all the time. Well, not obviously bald, but I used to get clipper haircut all the time. So I started letting me hair. But after today, I decided that I have to go and get my hair cut. I know I keep saying I keep putting it off, but it needs to be done. It was fucking annoying me today. Right, these ones should work. I don't know what's happening with me. Fucking, I think. Oh, I might have. Oh, I do love this game. Come on, I don't want to miss this fucking scene. Fuck off. Connect, you fucking bastards. Why am I have I might have to get a timestamp off this because I might have to fucking refresh this whole fucking thing because I don't know what the fuck is going on and why these are connected. Can't be the sound calm maybe. This is bollocks. I don't know what's going on. This happened the last time. Oh yeah, you're equally worthless, yeah. You're gonna have to give me a timestamp because I'm gonna have to go out of all of this and I know, but see, this is what happens when I fall behind. I could have fucking sorted this out before I probably came on. There you go. Right, won't take me long. I don't know how that happened. I mean, they connected straight the fucking way, but they shouldn't have been disconnected. I don't get that. She's gonna have to sort that out for me because when it comes to things, you know what I'm like. Right, there we go. Right, I'm gonna go 7 minutes. Let me know if I'm all right. Wow. Well, they don't do that in the military now, do they? It's fucked up, isn't it? This just keeps getting better. These are gone dead. I have a plan. Actually, no, what am I doing? Okay. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna have to watch it with the subtitles. No sound. Yeah, he does a good job though, doesn't he? I mean, he plays it very fucking well. Really does. I mean, poor Pyle. I mean, he's getting fucking absolutely decimated, man. I mean, he gives him a terrible fucking life. No, I mean, it is a harsh environment, isn't it? I mean, you have to have some mental strength to have to deal with that fucking nonsense. I couldn't deal with that. See, that's why, you know, I can admit it, I lacked, I suppose, not discipline as such, but I don't like people telling me what to do. I never have. No, I'm not messing. It's just something in me. I just don't like people telling me what to do. So, yeah, I couldn't tolerate that shit. I mean, I'd get kicked out the first fucking day, I'd get beaten until I'm no more. Just the drill instructors would absolutely hate me. See, but I'm like him there, Private Pilot. I hate heights, and this would be awkward for me as well. And I have to be honest, it is. It's not fucking like, especially if you have a fear of heights as well, which I'm pretty sure Private Pilot would have had. That's not that's not easy for anybody that's afraid of heights. I'm telling you, your whole body freezes up and all it does. Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but when 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 Joker is teaching him stuff, especially with the weapon, he's looking for validation like a kid. His face. I don't think he had the mental capacity to be actually even in there, and it broke him. Look at him. He's like childlike. The amazing thing is, though, he would have made sure that they did that properly, all of that marching shit. So if you think about it, those actors got a little bit of experience of what it's like. Yeah, he just smiles for no reason. And then when he snaps, he puts that fucking weird, it does the kind of that smile. He does, he breaks in here. I think the night that he breaks is when the lads kind of have enough of his bullshit and they hit him with the bar. They put the bars of salt and they beat him, and then Joker actually turns on him. But look, even here now, what he probably he got one thing wrong. I mean, it's one thing, it's his locker though, but he's had to fuck it up again, and to the lads, that's a big no. Damn, he was doing, you do kind of root for him, but then He just keeps fucking up though, doesn't he? I mean, what can you do? In fairness, he shouldn't be there. What a fucking, you know. There, he's on the verge now. He was definitely dropped on his head, private pile. Look, even the way he's looking at him there. Oh, they fucked up again, didn't he? That's got the hurt with the bars of salt though. In fairness, they didn't do it though, did they? I mean, they all took one smack, except when it gets to the Joker, of course. Yeah, because they also did they do a code red, feel good man, yeah. I mean, he kind of did incite the sergeant when he said, like, anytime he screws up, yous are going to pay. So that was basically, it's up to yous to get him in order. But there you go, he's gone now. He's gone. He's done. He's got that blank expression. Oh, he's gone. He's just like, oh, your camera is gone. Well done. Wait, that. Now Joker is worried about him. Like, well, I mean, you played and hit him with bars yourself. What do you expect? Like, he's broken. He's I mean, those floors are spotless, aren't they? I mean, they're doing a good job scrubbing it on. Yeah, broken, but it turned him into a badass sniper. If he had actually just, been able to control it, he could have been a great sniper. But luckily in the military today, they don't do that now. All they need to know is do you dress up with as a drag queen, or do you have pronouns in your bio now, or are you trans? You don't actually have to have qualifications now to be an old marine. It's kind of sad, like really. Mm. See, places like this will get criticized, but the reason why it has to be mental, because when you're in a war, it's going to be mental, not just physical. It's going to be mental. So if you can survive this, someone calling you a shithead all the time and picking on you, and come out the other side and turn out to be a great marine, then you're the best of the best, basically, because you haven't snapped. Marines die. That's what we're here for. I mean, that's a very powerful statement to make. That's it. I mean, to the outside world that looks harsh and stuff, but you got to do stuff like that. You got to put the human mind to its fucking limit. Like you have to push the buttons because you're right. You can't have anybody freezing in a fucking war zone. You know what I mean? Because yeah, even though you go over there and shit, you don't want people fucking, soldiers do die obviously when they're at war, but you don't want to send them over ill-equipped. But this is it now. The scene's coming up. I don't know. I might be ahead. I don't even know. But I've got 40 minutes and 55 seconds. So I don't know if I'm ahead or whatever it is. But I'm on the scene now where Joker's found them. Here we go now. I mean, what did they expect? He should have been, but that's the thing. That should have been identified and him cleared out before he does anything. Actually, you would have sent him to get psycho evaluation because, like, look at him. He's putting. No. What is this Mickey Mouse? Yeah, I do love the sergeant. I mean, the fact that the sergeant's standing there while Pyle is pointing the gun at him and still doing his fucking giving him crap is either bravery or fucking stupidity. And then we obviously seen what happened because, and now Leonard is gonna. I thought he was going to take out Joe when I first seen this movie, um, but obviously he didn't. I think, I think in a way, Leonard knew that Joker didn't really mean to hurt him. He had no choice now at that stage. I mean, he did help him. If anybody had the right to be angry, it would be Joker anyway. He tried his fucking best to help Leonard. But this is bad. I would have loved to see Leonard. I would have loved to see his character in the whole movie, but obviously it didn't happen. But what a fucking what an actor. Never gets the credit he deserves, man. But there you go, Joker. You saw your first dead body, and it wasn't even in Vietnam. Vietnam, absolutely horrible war. Mm. Oh, here's the Asian chick. Well, that's because half of the soldiers were fucking strung out and for banging prostitutes that had literally were ridden with everything. Like, I mean, that's how you's lost it. You's lost it because you's our soldiers were fucking on drugs and fucking, yeah, as I said, the prostitution. They were shagging and fucking everything. Like, once you Americans found Asia, oh, not you, because you're Canadian, obviously, Chris, but once the Americans found Asian girls, that was it. Ah, yeah, CIA. Jesus, sure, they were responsible for the cocaine epidemic in the US in the fucking 80s as well, for fuck's sake. I think the average age actually, wasn't it? The average death in Vietnam was it 19 years of age or something? It was fucking disgusting, like, All wars are fucking disgusting. It should just everybody should just fucking knock it out, like. As I said, the world leaders want to fucking pitch a bomb with each other. They should fucking get in a ring or an octagon or whatever fucking discipline and just fight each other. As simple as fucking that. Leave the rest of the innocent fucking people out of it. Fucks. Right, I haven't picked the movies for tonight because obviously I was busy. So I'll get them up tomorrow when I have a bit of a rest. Obviously, I'm still fucking, yeah, I don't feel great, but I'm enjoying this movie. Oh, it was 22. I wasn't far off though. Vietnam War was 22 and the average officer 28. They were still twins with minimal life experience. Yeah, I know, man. Send them over to a fucking place, a country that they knew nothing about, fighting a thing that they knew nothing fucking about, and then at the same time, then obviously getting hooked on all the shit that they did, and then losing as badly as they did. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, I heard Vietnam's a lovely place now, and obviously, because decades have passed. But I heard it's a really nice place. a bit fucking nippy. So much, I tell you, so much for this climate change nonsense. The winters here are just the same as every fucking other winter, cold and fucking miserable. See, in this war, the Americans faced guerrilla warfare, and you see, they weren't quite prepared because these fuckers weren't the geniuses at it. Look at Joker, he's still fucking chilling. That's it. Load them all up. Yeah. Well, it's probably colder where you live in Canada, wouldn't it be? Some parts of Canada are really fucking minus fucking God knows what it is. So yeah, I can't really complain, can I, compared to people in Canada and stuff. Look at Joker, he's loving it now. Oh, I killed a few. Nice. I hope we get a bit of snow here. I know people hate it, but I actually like it. Oh boy. And Ted hasn't had snow in a while. The last time we had the big heavy snow, he was out in it for the first time and he loved it. But I didn't keep him out for too long. And then obviously when I brought him in, I dried him up and put the heater on and wrapped him up in these blankets so he got lovely and warm again. But yeah, he loved it because the first time he was in the snow, didn't know what it was. He was stepping in, but he fucking loved it. He realized it was cold though, but he fucking loved it. No, we don't take him outside when the ground is icy. No, we bring him actually downstairs the car park. It actually doesn't get icy at all, but so that's where we'll take him. He doesn't go out anywhere out there in the winter. It's just too fucking cold for him anyway. And he loves his luxury, so he's gotten to the stage where he's like, well, I don't want to be out in the cold, so bring me down to the car park, and that's the end of it. So that's where we bring him. And trust me, he wouldn't let us put little booties on him. He's a little prick. We can't put anything on the dog. Lucky to get a collar on him. Just puke your ring. You're on a fucking helicopter. It's all right. Just get it out. But he's literally shooting people in rice fields. Like, I mean, they're not. I mean, that's the type of mentality that you have, that this fella's just shooting women and children and thinks it's all good because it's war. Right, had them charging for a while, because I would like to actually hear the sound on them. Like, let's see, how long will I get out of them? 5 minutes. I watch. Oh, no, there we go. They're connected. Nice. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Except for psychopaths like Private Pile, of course, because they just woohoo. I'm glad I have the earphones in for this because the music. I mean, this is horrifying. The Americans honestly believe that they were going in to do good, though. That's what baffles me. Because when has America ever went in anywhere that's had a positive influence? Seriously. Talking about that Vietnam is just like Korea was trying to prevent communism from going and maybe getting some untraceable money for the CIA. Wink, wink. The mentality of soldiers just crazy. Oh, this is with the sniper, isn't it? This is a good saying coming up, actually. Just bear with me. I'm just having a drag. I do love this saying. I've always loved this saying. This is saying with the saying with the sniper rifle. The sniper. I'm good with a sniper rifle myself, obviously gaming, but I'm good with a sniper. Just imagine if Pyle didn't crack, could have countered. I know that would be a great thing. I was hoping for a bit of redemption or something. He gets through, but after fucking up monumentally, and then he gets a bit of a redemption. But of course, it was never going to happen that way. The music is great in this movie. Every war has propaganda. Yeah. Please, 10 times. It is a smart way to get out of the war, though, isn't it? Like, turn up at the shrink's office and just start doing stuff. You know what I mean? Happy car was saying you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true. They force to keep them in because they probably think that they're trying to get out of it, wouldn't they? So you really have to be loony, loony, don't you? Oh, here we go again. I mean, the shit they did over Vietnam. Seriously, man. Soldiers getting syphilis and everything, all sorts. All sorts. What you say? Yeah, yeah, cheeky. Get that fucking boat. Oh, I'm not at the sniper yet. It's coming up now. I thought that building looked familiar. We're coming up to the snipers here now, I think. I always get confused with the tank scene. Well, here we go. I tell you, it's very well filmed, isn't it? It's very well put together. You would actually think, yeah, they were in a proper war zone. Oh, oh, he just got fucked up. I mean, his guts have to be bleeding out of his bleeding stomach. He got his cameraman. I mean, this is up there as probably one of the best military movies. Yeah, I know, man. It's very fucking good, Chris. Isn't it mad though as well when I think about it that actual African Americans went over to fight the Vietnam War for America, but yeah, they were still struggling with rights. I mean, I never understood that. I mean, they stood side by side with their American brothers and they were treated like shit. Well, all Vietnam vets were treated like shit when they came home anyway, but unbelievable. But this is it. This is the sniper shit, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, he's getting fucked up, but he's right about shouting. Wow, straight into the foot. I have to say that this is some scene where he runs out with the minigun. Oh, cowboy. That music there reminds me of the music in Power of the Daleks. It's got that weird music in it. It does. It sounds exactly like it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's definitely. I'm telling you, man, it's quite similar. It's eerily similar. It's deadly music, though. I do love that. She plays it well, doesn't she? See, he's turned because he got his first kill. Mickey Mouse. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. It was a fuck fantasy because they never when they went home. They were treated like pieces of crap. What a fucking cracking movie. Still, Brit. That it's one of those movies. It doesn't matter what decade you watch it in since its release. It's still fucking. It still hits hard. Um, I mean, again, I think the movie selections we've been kind of spoiled with. But I have to give this a 10 out of 10. I do actually adore this movie. It's. I mean, the horrors of war. I mean, you see it there, and the psychology, and Jesus, yeah, yeah, you would say that as well. It's still relevant, yeah. But yeah, definitely a 10 out of 10 movie. I really enjoyed that. It's been a what now? It has been a few years since actually, so it was nice to get it done and watch it again. Great movie. Um, I love the music though. Stanley made some great movies, man. Stanley made some great movies. That was definitely one of them. Definitely one of them. Cracking movie. Cracking cast. The horrors of war, the psychology of it, you know, and the characters are just great as well. I mean, Adam Baldwin, you know, I mean, to me, that's probably his best movie. I mean, he didn't really do many movies, but he was also in Independence Day. So, like, I know more for this movie than I do for any other. So I have to agree from the cinema. Yeah, listen, man, you are right though. You would think that that was filmed in Vietnam. It was that good. I mean, Kubrick had an eye. That's what sets him above the rest. He could see things, even in the scene in The Shining, where in the cupboard in the room, and he has all the tins and all the boxes are set away because he was a stick. I mean, you should see the making of those movies. He's just brilliant. It's definitely a 10 out of 10. So I have to agree. Yeah, definitely a 10 out of 10. This special effects, the score, I have to agree. Um, it's. I mean, there's nothing like a bad I could say about it. I know now today's sensibilities, people be saying, "Oh, that's racist. Look at the way you are talking about Vietnamese people. It's disgraceful." It's a movie. Get over yourself. Um, but yeah, it does show the horrors of war, and war shouldn't be glamorized, and it's not in this movie. And I like movies like that that don't kind of glamorize. You know the way you always get they try to glamorize war and all that with their hero. No, I like proper movies like this. You show the horrors of it. You show the psychology. People break at different stages, especially as well. You see it very well done when you see how a forced kill shot affects each character. Like it's fucking it's crazy the psychology around it. Like you just seem to turn into this once they get that forced kill shot. Madness, man, madness. But yeah, that's it. We finally made it through the day. I got to be honest. I didn't think I'd be able to stay awake for this, but I think the pot, well, not pot of coffee, cup of coffee helped. Tomorrow is Friday, isn't it? Yeah. I will be doing an early. Well, when I say an early stream, I'll be on tomorrow at some stage, but just you know, be a little bit patient with me tomorrow because I'm absolutely seriously I'm wrecked. I'm absolutely legs are gone. So I need to actually sit down properly and stretch out and stuff. Yeah, oh Jesus. But long day done, safe home, stream done, loved it. Back tomorrow. We'll be obviously talking Ghostbusters. They uh, they 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 released a little teaser. Just probably can call it. So yeah, I'll react to that after I watch it again because I forgot. I watched it 4 times 5, including today, and I still don't know which person was Mick Jagger in the movie. Mick Mick Jagger was in the movie. How did I not know that? I'm supposed to be a movie buff here. Uh, it's weird because even on Google it doesn't show. Anyway, interesting. We'll have to check that out. I know he's one of the people that gets shot. I just don't know which one. Yeah. Ah, well. Well, of course he'd have to be shot now, wouldn't he? He wouldn't play very good Marine now, would he? In fact. Um, but yeah, we'll try and get down to the bottom of that. Tomorrow we'll release the trailers, obviously, for the next movie choices. Maybe we'll go a little bit light this week because we have done two kind of RoboCop as well, didn't we? And stuff. So maybe I'll pick something a little bit lighter this week. And yeah, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I really enjoyed tonight. So I want to thank Chris, of course, for the thumbnail, guys, and then I turned that into a little tiny little video there. But Chris is responsible for the thumbnail, so we thank Chris for that. I want to thank everybody, or the three people that have been, well, the other two people that have been watching but haven't really said that. Thank you for popping in. We really do appreciate the support. And I'll be back tomorrow on here. Also, meanwhile, tomorrow I will be starting to put the footage from today's events in Dublin City on the Rumble account. So please look out for those videos. There's plenty of them. There's loads. So yeah, look out for them, guys. There'll be plenty, especially you guys that are interested in watching it. Look out for them. So for now, I'll say good night. I'll turn the camera off here so I can pull it out so we don't have any delay. And actually, what I'll do is I'll pull out the speakers as well. Now we'll just let things adjust back to normal. There we go. And then I'll be able to do hopefully the intros without, or the outros without any interruption. So yeah, you too, Chris, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll sleep like a baby tonight anyway, I can fucking tell you that. But I should be fighting fit and ready to go tomorrow, folks. So for now, thank you for joining us, and we will talk to you again very, very soon.